2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
So that's the final word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes.
Could not be more perfect.
Time for the second shot into the first. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. Here at the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is probably one of the strongest par fours on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid iron.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
This one is chewing fiber.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Go on, get in the hole. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length, 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie. Pretty good shot there.
A quality shot, that. This putt is about 17 feet long. This is a good chance. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. At -2, going along nicely today. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
Rich, one of the newer tournaments out on tour, the Rocket Mortgage Classic, but it's played at an old world venue, the Detroit Golf Club. I love these old courses, the old world architecture that you get. It's really a bit of a throwback event, isn't it?
It is. I love the fact that, you know, these players have to kind of change their game up a little bit. It's not just the bomb and gouge as we see normally on tour, although in saying that, we've had some winners over the years that have done pretty well with hitting it a very long way. But, you know, in their defense, they also hit it straight as well. But I look at this golf course and think this is not straightforward. This is not cookie cutter. You have to kind of use your imagination off the tee boxes, especially with the second shots with the undulations in these greens. So you have to kind of think outside the box just a little bit when you come to this golf course, because it's not what you see day in and day out on the PGA Tour.
That was a gallant attempt. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Had a big eagle on the last hole.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated green, and you miss anywhere, and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
He's looking to hold this to tie with Will Zalatoris.
Okay, steady now. That'll sting a bit. An opportunity to make their par. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
I mean, you've got to expect this kind of stuff when you start up a rivalry with a tour player. This is what they do.
The par 4 6th, Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
And he's down there.
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, well played. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And let's have another look at that one.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Tommy Fleetwood currently in the lead. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into, setting up hopefully an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
England has had a wonderful era of golf. You think of Justin Rose, Paul Casey, Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood. You could go through the lot, but of the most recent players, Tommy Fleetwood seems to have carried a lot of the excitement.
Luke, I met this young man in 2012 on the European Tour, and I was immediately entranced with his golf swing. Now, this is way before the flowing golden locks, which we love today. But this kid has had game for a very long time. It's wonderful to see him come into his own over the last few years. And when his game is in full flow, he's going to be hard to beat each and every week. He just, I think, sometimes lacks the confidence. But I tell you what, if he could take the confidence I have in him and just...
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just delay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
You liked that, didn't you? Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Just didn't drop. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Yeah, good putt. Well holed. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go, some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
That should find the fairway. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently in 3rd place.
Time to turn our attention to Will Zalatoris. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Playing from 110 yards out. He's 2 shots back. Going with the 9-iron, I think. And he's safely on the green with that shot. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, so close. A par putt on the table. He's in a share of 7th place. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one, around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you, as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
No, that's too bad. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Hey, that's a chance. That's well holed. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in 4th place.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on.
Playing now from the fairway bunker. They've got that one a bit heavy, but the green's still in sight. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Eight feet to the cup.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And makes it for the bogey. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Ridge. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their 2nd. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10.
Surely it's going to.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And he dances his way into the top 10 after that delightful shot. Trailing by 4 strokes. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Well played. What an eagle. And that will take him to 8 under. And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. Reach the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, 1 short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat into, funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here, nothing worse.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. This putt to get to 10 under par.
This for a birdie run.
Ouch, that hurts. That's disappointing. This is a par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. just one off the lead after that hole. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who elect to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Sitting at 9 under par, currently tied for 3rd position. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
It's got a chance. A well hold, he'll take the birdie. And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place, behind Tiger Woods. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And with that putt, concludes this player's round.